Alo, 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 alo. Ok. Ngủ tí nha. Ngủ tới sáng đi. Ngủ tới sáng. Chỉnh tới 5, 6 giờ sáng đi. 6 tiếng đi ha. Ok. Là 3 giờ sáng rồi. Rồi, ác mộng rồi.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
Thanh gương của tao rồi.
And I found it.
And I found it.
Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Mơ lại lúc mà trước bị
Why would
bị
I
tụi
miss
cướp.
one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
I found you. Tao sẽ tìm mày.
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Ủa nhớ là ai? Nhưng bà già kia mà.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Tối hôm qua.
Definitely better than yesterday.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Cha tôi.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Cảm ơn, tao suy nghĩ về đó.
Thanks,
Okay.
Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Thêm kỹ năng. Ok. Trong tháp người chơi, bạn có thể tìm tất cả những thông tin phúc lợi. Sức mạnh nè. Có thể không biến rượu. Sức mạnh thì có trên cho chăm chỉ nè, tập luyện chăm chỉ chiến đấu dễ dàng, nhanh nhẹn, sơ tán này thả. Ok. Ok. Ăn thôi. Có mấy con gà treo này. Ô thằng hẹn đâu?
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Hẹn này bắt với bọn Cummins.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a Cuman patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here.
What
What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Tambo, chuyện gì thế?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favor you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
And
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Rattay, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us. We
Con
can't
chó
just
đâu
abandon
rồi.
him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
Alright. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Kiếm săn à?
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Ok, let's go. Đi đến Trotsky. Cho tiền nữa chứ. Tốt thế. Thằng kia thì vội quá chứ, chào hỏi đi rồi. Chó gì? Ai?
I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Oh shit.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't!
Má mình chó này.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Service is kind of slow today.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
It's that woman from the pond.
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, Go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I heard
Health,
talk
lads.
about you.
That's the most important thing.
Rửa tay ấm
Enjoy
mang nước.
yours while you're wedding yours.
Oh,
Đây,
hi.
đây, đây, đây.
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. His men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right.
At least at first, but then you get all limber and feel great.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Đồ dâm đảng.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
Không có tiền trả tiền ăn rửa chén à?
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Ngài von Bergov sẽ tham dự lễ cưới xứ.
Will Lord von Bergov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are?
Nhưng nó có
But
thể là
most
thế
likely
vì
he
Simone
will
là thuộc
be.
hạ của ông ấy.
Simone is his vassal.
Lễ cưới sẽ tổ chức ở đâu?
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Simone, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Simone. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Simone is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
Không có gì.
If you want to find out
Nhưng
more,
muốn tìm hiểu thêm không
there's a
phải khách
couple
đang
of
được mời cũng
invited
đi ở đó.
guests having an ale over there.
Lẽ ở tụi
Young
nó.
Svarger
Người
there.
sẽ ghi đó là
He's the
anh
bride's
trai của
brother.
cô dâu.
He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
I'm sorry.
Well, can't be helped. Let's hope things get better.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't miss it.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me. So don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask.
Okay.
Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand.
Radovan nằm tại rèn.
Come to mention
làm việc
it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it.
Okay.
And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then. But watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things, all right.
Well then, be careful.
Okay.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes. Christ, hard to
Henry.
say.
Thằng này là em trai của
Greetings. Are you the bailiff,
con
son?
trai của thành viên.
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
Tôi là
I'm Henry.
I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No, no. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
I heard your sister's getting married.
Indeed she is. It's going to be a grand affair. There are even guests coming from Gutenberg. Even Lord von Bergov is coming. That's how important my family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Bergov. But I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
I'd like to ask about the wedding again.
No, I'm not inviting you. Forget it.
You must know young Lord Semine, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
Odd? Odd how?
He spends more time in the woods than at home. Always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding.
Nãy giờ tự nhiên rừng hơn ở nhà lúc này cũng khi đâu đó không muốn nói chuyện đó. Có lẽ sau đám cưới ngài sẽ trở lại như trước. Ok rồi đi.
Thanks. I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
Oh, I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
Okay,
we'll see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh? Friend?
Mate?
Trò xuất sắc nè. Ok. Một là 100. 1, 5 là 500 là 1. 2, 4, 5 là một cái ấy là từ số tự nè. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 con số tự luôn nhưng mà nó lớn hơn thì 550. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6 số luôn là 1.500. 3 là 200 bạn giống nhau là 6 500. Ok. Hiểu.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
Năm là giữ lại nè. Không giữ nè. Giữ. Xong rồi tung xuất sắc cái nó. Hai con 1.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
200. Ghi điểm vào tổng lượng.
If I was you, I'd take it. At the mill?
Yeah. Please.
Nổ rồi.
One beer. I bought a lovely U-boat.
Trời.
So, I went to see my brother.
Ảo à.
I'll drink to that.
Thôi thua.
Great.
That was a pretty poor show, fella.
What can you do? Dice is mainly about luck.
Bollocks it is. You need to use your head. Oh well. Maybe we'll have a rematch someday. When you get a hold of some groschen.
What about a rematch right now? With the same wager?
No chance. The offer doesn't stand anymore. You'll have to find a different way to get to the wedding.
I'm telling you, he fucked me over. He's supposed to be a bloody sawbones, for fuck's sake. He's nothing but a bloody fraud. I mean, who the hell does he think he
Cảm
is?
rõ ràng đó là mình xin công việc nhưng mà xíu nữa đi làm công việc đi.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fords, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. An invitation only, it
những
seems.
người được mời mới tham gia. Những đứa đám
Getting
cưới
to the
không phải đều
wedding
không
isn't as
thể
impossible as
như
it
tưởng
might
tượng.
seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do
Sẽ
for
có
it.
rất nhiều công việc cần làm.
So we
Chúng ta
could get
còn phải
there
đi
as
đến
help
đó,
for the
chúng ta phải rèn luyện
blacksmith,
trong nhà máy
the
xây, có thể có ai
miller,
đó khác.
and maybe someone else.
Why should some
Tại chắc cuộc lễ
wedding
cưới ở
in a
nơi tăm tối
shithole
gần
near Trotsky
Trotsky
be
lại
of any
phải làm
interest to
ta
us?
bận tâm.
Because it looks like von Bergov will be there.
Okay.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry.
Tôi
So
thấy
all
gì
we
trong
have to do is get on the
trong
guest
danh
list.
sách khách mời.
And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work.
Work.
Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Đừng có làm nóng.
Look,
Thử
we're
đi.
not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort.
Mẹ
Bit of
ơi.
honest work won't
Thua
kill
lỗ
you.
quá rồi.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as
Okay.
we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Ok, đi làm việc trả nợ thôi. Này, bưng cái này.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
Làm đi.
Oof!
Great.
That isn't
Get
half
them out.
heavy. Oh,
Excuse me.
Để đâu? Đây à? Ok. Má, đi bóc giác cho nợ. Cái thằng lột sứ giả kia để chịu làm. Mẹ mày. Đứng dậy.
How's life treating you? Not too bad. I've got so much to do. I'd have to split myself in two to get it.
Má, hay là làm mệt mỏi ngon mẹ.
Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you out? Sure, but where could I find a decent apprentice? Oh, please. People are always asking me if you're looking. I need someone who's capable and has a good head on his shoulders. Most important.
Ok, còn 3 bao nữa. Trộm mà. Ông thấy không? Đưa thấy chết mẹ.
Leave that! It doesn't belong to you!
Pacify him quick! And give something to the church for my father's wake.
Trả lại. Mẹ.
Are you deaf? Yield!
Sorry.
Easy! I surrender!
That's enough. We won't stand for that here. Betty's not gonna be happy with you.
What the hell was that all about? I won't have behavior like that in my tavern. Is that clear?
Okay.
I apologize.
All right. But don't do it again. That's the last time you get away with that. Is that clear?
Tự đeo thấy chứ. Lát lại.
I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
Oh.
Mới trộm cái này thôi cũng không tròn. Vãi game. Ôi.
God bless you.
Pour me one.
Trên nào có gì ta? Rồi. Trộm mà chết.
What did I do to you?
Qui dicit non qui negat.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
There you have it.
Clever you.
Enjoy.
Do you know what it means?
No.
I was
No,
wondering
đi
if
đám.
you'd lend me
Cái
your
chị làm.
bullet when it's time to sow winter grains.
I need to plow too, you know.
Who did not?
What if you lent me the bullock on the
see?
Lord's Day?
I speak
You're
Latin.
not going to plough on
I've just
Sunday,
proven
are
to
you?
you that
No,
I'm a noble.
nor should you.
Except I don't have a bullock. You won't lend me yours.
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you the same advice I gave your little chum. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly...
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Cặn bã. Mấy láo. Đánh nhau
I'll
rồi.
get you. That fella. He's the one.
Mẹ mày. Mày. Sao? Đỡ nè. Đỡ. Mày.
You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard. Hey, I need a hand here.
Đi ra. Đi ra.
Take that fucker out. Damn it.
Good.
Take that fucker out, damn it.
You're no match for us, fucker.
Not us.
Hey, Scheiße. What's the matter? Shit yourself? Jesus.
Từ bình tĩnh. Ba thằng sau ấy. Địt mẹ. Địt mẹ. Địt mẹ.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker.
Chưa, mà chưa. Mà chưa.
Wir werden dich ausnehmen. Show your stuff.
Bình tĩnh anh em, bình tĩnh. Bình tĩnh đây, đỡ chứ. Đông quá, đau quá.
Fucking baby back. What the? I'm gonna go to you.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bị đâm trúng luôn. Gì đấy? Chết mẹ, thằng anh nó bị trói tự chạm rồi.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What? You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off!
Shut up! You'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are? Well, nothing to say for yourself? Just as well. It's your fault we're in this fucking pillory. This is a bad dream. You really are a simpleton. I don't understand how I could have failed to see it for so long. A stupid yokel who doesn't know the way of the world. Still got nothing to say. Not worth the fucking effort, am I? I can't believe I ever bothered with you. My so-called protector, adjutant? You're a waste of space. It was me who had to save your life. You couldn't even keep an eye on your fucking mutt. You still can't think of anything to say, eh? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that...
Otto.
Hey! Lord von Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks, or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Hôm nay ôi bò.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Tội phạm và revolution Ram danh tiếng. Ngoài động của bạn thì có hậu quả nếu bạn phạm tội, thế giới xung quanh bạn và những người trong đó sẽ phản ứng với điều đó, có như là phạm tội, giết người, ăn cắp, đột nhập vào nhà người khác, gây hại cho người, động vật trong nhà, làm rối loạn cuộc sống bình yên của họ. Họ sẽ báo cáo cho các cổng và tự mình tham gia vào cuộc hội đồng. Cái sĩ tìm cách hoàn thành nhiệm vụ và có thể làm cho nó tồi tệ hơn bằng cách phạm tội và hành xử không trung thực. Okay.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you. You stuck-up look.
Doesn't it bother you walking around
You're in the
here
right
like
place.
some animal?
Over here? Are you going to just stand here like a statue? You've got time, right?
Do you have anywhere to go? Somewhere to sleep?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well. Not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
You didn't listen to me. You can take him on, but I think you'll get trounced.
Are you certain?
Believe me, Tomcat knows some trick. Clubbers everyone like little boys.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Okay.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find a way to make a living.
Okay. Thank
Oh
you.
well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Rồi, đi gặp con cá nè. Sói. Nhiệm vụ rồi. Không biết là nhiệm vụ ở đâu ta. Map rộng thế. À, nhiệm vụ tao rèn Renovan. Thôi nãy